Hi everyone. It's a Tuesday evening and it's been a little rainy, so it's pretty cool here. And I thought I'd make an old-timey recipe called blueberry buckle. And it's similar to a cobbler, maybe a little denser, and it has a nice crunchy cinnamon topping on it. But we picked blueberries last night. We pick them every other night, and they're in full force right now. And we're fighting off Japanese beetles. But we found that Japanese beetles prefer the really ripe ones, so we've been beating them to the punch and picking them first. So I'm going to take and make this for Sam, and I wanted to walk you through it in case you want to make it at home. It's very good. It's an old-timey recipe, and he liked it a lot, so I thought he maybe needed a treat tonight. Anyways, you're going to use, here's all my ingredients. You're going to use 2½ cups of fresh blueberries. You can use frozen. I've made it before with frozen. It's good either way. You're going to use 1/4 cup of butter, and I'll put the recipe below this video. 3/4 cup sugar, white sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 large egg. The recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of milk, but I really like the consistency of the batter better if I do 3/4 cup. So I sort of adapted that. Your oven's going to be set at 350, by the way. You need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And what we're going to do is mix all this together first, and then I'm going to gently blend in the two cups of blueberries. And when I get my tripod going here again, it'll be easier. I can show you as I go how I'm doing it, because it's pretty simple, but some folks like to watch, the cooking videos. So there's my 1/4 cup of butter. Save the other 1/4 cup because you're going to need it for the topping. And I'll give you the topping ingredients when I get to it. Okay? I hope you enjoy. Okay, I hope you can hear me above this. I wanted you to see that this batter is a little thicker than a cake batter, but not too thick that you can't maneuver it, because I need to fold in the blueberries into there gently since they are fresh. When they're frozen, you can be a little rougher, but since they're fresh, I want to be very tender with them. So I just wanted to show you kind of the consistency of the batter. One more thing, I don't like to use cooking spray with this for some reason, but I like to do it the old-fashioned way, and I've greased it with, or coated it with butter and then flour. And this recipe will make only this is like a 9x9 square pan, but it's very thick. So it's a rich dessert. So don't be turned off by the fact that it only makes something the size of this pan. You can always double the recipe and make it bigger, but it seems to suit us okay, just the two of us here. So we'll move on. Okay, now I've put it in my pan, and it's very gingerly stirred and very, very gingerly scooped in there. I tried not to bust open any of the blueberries so the color would go through. Just an appearance thing. It probably doesn't matter considering it's fake. Anyway, now I'm going to make the topping, and the topping consists of the other 1/4 cup of butter, softened or melted. Let's see, a 1/2 cup of white sugar, a 1/3 cup of flour, and the recipe says a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, but we really like cinnamon, so I made it a teaspoon. I kind of have a tendency to adapt things as I go. I don't know, everybody does. You just like to make it your own. So I'm going to combine all this and then put it on top of the cake and then put it in the oven. I wanted to show you the consistency of the topping. You see, it's not really crumbly, but you could pinch it together with, as you can tell by the spatula. And I'm just going to kind of spread it, kind of drop it all over the top of the blueberry buckle. And then after I drop it all over the top, I'm going to gently press it down so that it's covering the whole top of this. Okay? This is kind of hard to do one-handed. But I spread the cinnamon combination, cinnamon, sugar, flour, butter. And now I'm just kind of gently patting it on the top. Now we're going to finally pop this in the oven. And we're going to bake it for, it says 40 minutes. My oven, I think, tends to heat a little cooler than most, so I'm going to probably do it for 45 minutes. And like I say, this is not something you would typically make for a big potluck or anything, because it's not going to go as far unless you double the recipe. But it's very tasty, and it's a good way to use your fresh blueberries if you're getting them. Okay, next out, we'll see how it comes out of the oven. Well, here it is. It's all done. It's still hot, just out of the oven. The way I tell it's done, you can do the inserting of the toothpick. However, with this, you'll notice as it's getting done, it looks kind of moist on top, and then it'll get just so the center is moist. And then when it doesn't look moist anymore, then it's pretty much, once you put your toothpick in there, it's done. So Sam probably won't try this till his midnight snack tonight, but hopefully I can catch him eating some and you can get his reaction to see if he likes it or not. I know he likes it because we've had it.
Might not make it through the night.
He said it might not make it through the night. At any rate, this is what it looks like when it's done. You can see it puffed up quite a bit, and it smells wonderful. Hi everyone, it is Wednesday morning and a little mouse has been in the blueberry buckle. I was going to try and get Sam on film, but he midnight snacks. So I kind of wanted to show you how it turned out. As you can see, it's got a really moist, kind of a cake base, but more like a cobbler. It's kind of hard to explain. But he loves it, and I would eat it in front of you, but I've just woken up, and I don't think you want to see my wake-up face. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and you'll give it a try. Fresh or frozen strawberries, it works great. And I'm thinking of even trying it with blackberries when blackberry season comes. Have a good day. Bye-bye.